Hello and welcome back to Gerald Mesa's Recipes for Life. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm actually just going to teach you how to make raspberry dressing or raspberry vinaigrette, whatever you want to call it. This is one of my favorite recipes. I use this for spring salad or raspberry spring salad, baby green salad, however you'd like to say it. What you want, according to flavor, of course, most people will use just a few raspberries and raspberry jam and raspberry vinegar. I don't like the flavoring of raspberry vinegar too much. It's a little too potent for me. I like mine a little bit more on the sweet side, especially when having spring salads. I'm not the biggest fan of spinach, and it kind of downs it out for me. But just for the sake, I'm not going to make it super sweet, but just so it's according to most people's palate. So I hope you enjoy. So you're going to have some frozen raspberries. You want 2/3 of a cup. I'm actually going to add in a cup because the recipe calls for 2/3 cup of raspberries, or mine does, but that only makes about a cup in itself when you add in the rest of the ingredients, and I think I'm going to need more than 1 cup for 15 spring salads it's looking like, so just in case somebody doesn't like their Caesar, we're going to add in those. Just pop in these last two, why not? Then we're going to add a tablespoon of, oh, you know what? 1/4 tablespoon of onion powder. This one is brand new. Whenever you have something new, make sure it has this safety seal. If it does not, return it. Some people like putting poppy seeds in their dressing. I for one don't, and judging that there's a lot of people, or at least I might be, and I do know a couple of my friends who I am making this for, are allergic to poppy, and I'm just not going to risk it. And if anybody doesn't know they're allergic to poppy, I'd rather them not find out when I cook them a meal. Okay. Just go ahead and rinse out our spoon. Back in 1 sec. Okay, we're going to have a tablespoon of granulated sugar, a tablespoon of the Dijon mustard, and then we're going to add in our 1/2 cup of canola oil. So, I always prefer putting in these olives first when dealing with dressing. When I'm mixing things, such as brownies, as you'll see in a later video, my homemade brownies, I prefer, it's actually a little bit more than a tablespoon, but I've just remembered, of course, I'm using more than my normal serving size. Once again, rinse, dry, repeat. Dijon mustard, also new. There we go. Many people like country style, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to use the regular, as we live in the city in California. I'm not sure how many of us are country folk. So, a little bit more than a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. That is particularly for the thickness and consistency you want in your raspberry dressing. Alrighty. We are going to crack it. Use that one. Also, new canola oil. I find canola oil works best for this recipe. I use corn oil and almost everything else, but canola is one of the healthiest oils besides coconut, but coconut's a little bit on the pricier side, so I'm not going to go recommending that to everyone. But it does have a nice flavoring and some added health benefits. So I'm going to add just a little bit over a 1/2 cup. And let's see. we're going to blend it on low. As soon as I get this locked into place. Alright, turn it on. Just in case of emergency, seal up every single one of your ingredients. Don't want them getting contaminated in any case. Put them off to the side. And when dealing with the blender, bring it so you don't have to reach for it. Always clean up your workspace. Too much clutter means you don't have enough elbow room and it just does not help you at all. So, go ahead and start. This is going to immerse everything together. As you can see, the consistency is already thickening and the solid raspberries are turning into a more liquid state. This mode is actually specified for food chopping and salsa making, so you'll see how it kind of makes it into a more liquidy state, but there's still chunks. Eventually, when it switch positions to a higher concentration of pulsing, and it will smoothen it out, almost like a smoothie or a shake. First I want all the raspberries ground up in there. Pulsing, a little bit more pulsing, then we're going to blend. Start on low, then we'll go to medium, and finally stop it, turn it off, unplug it, and check the consistency. Always have in your apron a couple spoons that you can use for consistency. Make sure they're clean and never use the same spoon twice. Nobody likes a double dipper. Tasty. I can still taste a little bit more onion powder than I would like and a little bit more of the mustard. So we're going to add just a little bit more sugar. To the flavor. About a half tablespoon more. See where that leaves us? I'll just go ahead and rinse this off very fast. Dry it. And repeat. The consistency is great. It's the flavoring that's my only problem right now. It's a little too tart. It needs to be a little sweeter, otherwise it will completely mask the flavor of the salad, and you want to immerse it, not overbear. And you don't want onion breath, which I'm definitely brushing my teeth after this. That's all I will say. Alright, so let's go ahead and low pulse that. Stop, off, unplug, top off the lid, tasting spoon, consistency still great, much better, perfect, there you are. That's about a cup yield of raspberry dressing. Perfect for any spring salad or whatever you'd like. Enjoy!